moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. Score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
A shotgun snap for gone.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the box 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it of getting a 10-point drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Evans comes in motion right. From the 27, Brady. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively. really think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Brady, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now he'll throw with Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Brady's going to sneak it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up.
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Once again, it's Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? About his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not much much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive starts with a run by White.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Again, Goff. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Brady now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown! 5 touchdowns.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. And look at it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Chris Board, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, ball 66.
Now Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
No, 66. Rip. Ball 50. Alert. Check it.
In his own end zone, it's Brady.
Quick slant to Otten.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to find Jamison Williams.
And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Badgley's kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Shadow.
Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Regular. Hey, Alabama.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 76 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and come.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brock Wright, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
On first down, Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Here's Brady.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but
and because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Play action. It's gone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
DC.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, 66.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brady now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Brady will look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One more time with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jack it, reload!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got a man. Complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash all wood. Stand payments the back ain't good. Got sense but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Nice Guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Fonzie.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs.
In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making them verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want but I settle for I just ain't ready to whittle speed. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Payment, the back end.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now Goff on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 34 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Lions nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because if the defense got hit, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Throwing again is Goff. And right with it here over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
There's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And Grayson going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
on 2nd and 9.
Herbert, quick slant, complete to Keenan Allen.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but then let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Goff. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. 42 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to
try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
At the 5-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Now as they line up and kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Once more, here's Eckler.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Blocked right from 8 yards out. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball, punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Herbert now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Me all these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing to stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 more yards there and another first down. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No score after one on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on a touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up trying for right, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Goff throwing complete for Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Running on first down, Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And oh no, it's incomplete.
Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Herbert now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On 4th down, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Eckler now between the tackles. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
63 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now Goff. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gains. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
38-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Goff looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.